Hello, welcome to Reading with Ro. My name is Monroe. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell button, and give me some hearts. Today, we are going to be reading Mayhem, Stops Time, Chapter 5. Chapter 5, My Excellent New Power. For real, I'm excitedly back where I started. Miss Cruz was sitting at the front desk exactly like before. I wanted to jump up and cheer, but that would have been weird. After all, who gets excited about radioing a makeup class and
redoing
a makeup class and chaos?
No. Any case,
I had to stay focused if I was going to get back to the pits earlier than before. I held out my hand, and as expected, everything froze. Then I took out the crumbled piece of paper in my pocket and copied in the answers. A second later, I was back at Miss Cruz's desk. What? We just started the class a minute ago, she cried. Then I saw her eyes get really big, just like last time. Well, I guess I work fast, I repeated with a shrug. I can't agree with that, she said. With a smile, but I still have to review it before you can leave. Aha! I knew this was my chance. I couldn't wait another 15 minutes, especially since I knew the answers were correct. So I put Miss Cruz on a pause. Then I grabbed the stamp from her desk, marked the page, and put it back in her hand before unfreezing her. This time, she looked even more confused, but in the end, my plan worked. I dashed over to the pits and was outside my classroom a whole 15 minutes earlier than last time. I took a deep breath and quietly stuck in. Today, you will be doing your first Save the Day exercise, Dr. Purd began. I grinned from ear to ear. I had come into class at the perfect time. You've all been learning how to use superpowers, but here's more to begin. A good superhero, Dr. Purd said. It's important to be aware of what's going on around you. If you don't, you may miss your one chance of helping someone. Dr. Purd pointed to the table set. The tables set up the center of the room. Today, your main mission is to complete these jigsaw puzzle. We looked at one another, totally confused. That didn't seem very super at all. But then Dr. Purr pushed a button on her watch and a loud sound started barreling through the room. Of course, there's a catch. You will have to do the puzzle over this noise while also watching out for these eggs. Eggs? Did she just say eggs? She pushed her watch a second time. Bzz, whoosh. This time, a hole in the wall opened and a jumbo-sized egg sailed across the room. Dr. Purr flew up and caught it gentle right before it landed on a kid's head. When she landed, we all cheered. Our mission today was to keep the eggs from hitting us while finishing our puzzle in less than 10 minutes. So we quickly split into groups and we started fitting pieces together. That's when, out of nowhere, Pet flew into the air. Then he reached out to save me from getting hit with an egg. I looked up and gave him a quick high five. Phew! What a close call, right? Then I saw something that Pet didn't. Another kid was about to barrel right into him. So without thinking, I froze time, flew up and nudged the kid so that she'd fly just past Pan. It worked over and over again. So for the rest of class, I secretly saved other kids from crashing into one another. I knew it wasn't part of the lesson, but I couldn't help it. For the first time since I found out it was a superhero, I felt in total control and it felt excellent. Chapter 6. Bowling time! With this new awesome power, it was easy to stay on top of my packed
schedule.
This was really good news because today was day 2 of our Save the Day training with Dr. Purr. You'll be doing the same exercise as yesterday, she said, except for one different. Instead of eggs, we'll using bowling balls. She pushed a button on her watch. A hole in the wall opened and a giant bowling ball came flying toward her. We watched in awe as she flew up strength, balance, and flying skills, and all at once. As usual, Allie, Pat, and I were a team again. Today, Allie looked over at me with her game face on. She was wearing her awesome rocket blades. They were perfect for flying and getting from point A to point B in a flash. Beep, beep. I gave her a quick thumbs up. Then, in a blink of an eye, things got crazy. But luckily, after yesterday, I felt like a pro. In fact, I froze time even when I didn't have to. Just to practice my skills. It was all going perfectly. Our puzzle was almost done, and we'd caught 7 bowling balls among the 3 of us. My friends didn't know it, but I'd saved them from a handful of close calls. Right there, Allie stopped a bowling ball and jetted up into the air. I froze time and flew up beside her like I'd been doing all class. But this time something was wrong. Allie was frozen, but the balls were still moving. So I quickly pushed her to the side. As soon as I touched her, the entire room froze. And this time, I wasn't fast enough. The bowling ball hit her, and one of her rocket blades totally came off. Hey, are you girls okay? Dr. Prim called out as she flew up to us. Yeah, I'm okay, but Allie got hit, I yelled out. Oh, it's easy to put it back on, Allie, she said carefully. Allie said carefully. See, Allie always had a good attitude. Hurt but I felt terrible. My friend almost got hurt because of me, and it was all my fault. So for the rest of class, I stopped playing around. Freezing time definitely had its perks, but it wasn't worth putting my friends in danger. Chapter 7 and 8 we'll be reading tomorrow.